Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie and I'm so excited. I am here today with my Teddy Bees haul. Better late than never. I actually didn't think I was going to get my order before the RTS, which was Saturday the 2nd, this past Saturday. It was supposed to come Monday and it ended up coming like 2 hours before the ready to ship, which was so great because I did end up making some repurchases. If I didn't get it, I was going to go ahead and get some of the new blends and just, take the L, but I got so lucky. It was literally like magic happened. I couldn't believe it. My wife came in and she said I got a package. I wasn't expecting anything else. So I asked her if it was Teddy Bees, just honestly as a joke, because I really didn't think that it was gonna be Teddy Bees. She said yes. I rose up from my bed like I was rising up from the dead. I was so excited and I did some really quick sniffs, quickly made my list. My wife also loves Teddy Bees. We always go through the Teddy Bees orders together and decide what we want more of. Teddy Bees is just, I mean, she has the hype for a reason. She is an amazing vendor. Her blends are so complex and unique. And if you are a fan of the more perfumey, body care, sultry, earthy, also she does great outdoorsy, those types of blends. I think she also does great bakery. If you reach for those other types of blends, I do highly recommend trying Teddy Bees because I just feel like her wax is very luxurious. The branding, the colors, the quality of the oils, the way that she just like does everything, it's very upscale. To me, it's almost like shopping at a Nordstrom instead of at a JCPenney. Like, it's just kind of a step above. And because of that, she has a ton of hype, which, like I said, I think is very justified. It's very hard to get items during her ready to ships. This is the first time I actually ever got cart jacked on a ready to ship, which is fine, but I always prided myself in like, I've never been cart jacked. I'm always able to get whatever I want. Not true. That is no longer my thing that I can claim, but I did get almost everything I wanted, which was fantastic. A little bit more about Teddy Bees because I know there's a lot of talk about Teddy Bees online in the Facebook groups on YouTube. My experience personally, so Teddy Bees does require a longer cure time. It just does. I think that it's possible to melt scents right away and smell them, like you're going to smell them. But the reason why I let my Teddy Bees sit is because there have been so many times that I let it sit for 6 months to a year, depending on the scent. And the scent honestly transforms, other notes come out that aren't as prominent. And I just find that that happens so often that I just go ahead and put my Teddy Bees away, and I wait until usually right before the next pre-order is about to ship to start melting the Teddy Bees that I got before, if that makes sense. But there are some scents that I smell them, and even though like I have now melted a couple from March, and I think I started melting them in October, November, and they have done well. That's not the full year. And then there are some that are from July that I've melted that have done well, and they're like not even 6 months. So it is a case by case basis. It's a scent by scent basis to me, and I'm now experienced enough in Teddy Bees to where I can smell my Teddy Bees and know if it's ready or not, just kind of instinctually. Like I can tell if there are some notes that I'm not getting as much yet, or if I'm just getting one note super strong. I set it to the side. Honestly, 10 times out of 10, I come back and after a bit of time, this scent has developed. So I know that that is kind of frustrating to have to wait that long to melt your wax. I totally get it, but it is worth it. It is worth the experience, and especially because for me personally, this is again another thing that is so case by case. I require a very, very small amount of Teddy Bees in each warmer to get an amazing performance. Granted, I live in a condo with very low ceilings. I live on one floor. It's a small place and it's a short place, if that makes sense. So I think that that certainly factors into it, but I cut my souffles into 16 pieces and that consistently does well for me. Yeah, and I think that's pretty much all that I have for Teddy Bees. As far as like information that I wanted to talk about, I got all souffles except for 2 forget-me-not tins this pre-order because a couple of reasons. First off, like I said, I get 16 pieces out of a souffle, sometimes even more, depending on the scent and what room I'm melting it in. So I don't require a huge amount of it. Therefore, if I just get a souffle, I get to enjoy that many, many times before I actually finish it. So I am totally good with souffles for the most part. And then kind of now the system that I've developed is for the ready to ship, ones that I really like, I will get in tubs. And also because oftentimes the new scents that she pours are in tubs. So that's my strategy for how I get in and out of the website fast, is I just will do tubs. And then if there are any scents that I would try from the pre-order that I haven't already tried, just ones that I forgot about or I've heard people talk about and they sound really good, I will then go ahead after I've placed my first order and place a second order with some souffles. So I will go ahead and let you know which ones I did repurchase this time around. And that is really now truly all I have. So let's jump right into it. Do I want to do my sample first? Where did it go? Oh, there it is. So this sample is the Realm's Delight. That is the one that I got. I have heard people absolutely love this. I am going to look up the notes because I can't remember all of them. I know that this is a cherry scent, which is why I didn't get it previously. I'm not a cherry person, but this is dark cherries, caramelized brown sugar, saffron, hints of spice, gourmand vanilla, warm amber, and hints of Palo Santo. I have to say, the rest of those notes sound really, really good. And I remember during the pre-order, this was one that I was considering but decided against because I just am not a fan of cherry. However, Mrs. Teddy Bear, that's what it's called, a cherry scent. I actually really like that one. So this smells really good. It is definitely a dark cherry. It almost is like a Merlot or a mulberry type of scent. I definitely smell that tonka. Is there oud in here? Did I read that? Did I say oud? Because I feel like I almost smell an oud. No, oh, saffron. There's no tonka. What am I saying? What am I smelling? Amber and saffron, that's what it is. And amber and saffron are 2 prominent notes in Baccarat Rouge 540, so I'm kind of getting a little hint of that vibe. The Palo adds a little smoke, and then like I said, it's definitely a mulled, almost wine type of cherry scent. This is one that I do think that I'll enjoy melting the sample. I think though I'm good off of getting more of it. I think I made the right decision. I'm glad that I get to try it. If for some reason I fall in love with it, I can always look for it in a D-stash. So that is my sample in the Realm's Delight. And now I'll just go ahead and jump in with the first one I see. This is Bakery and Lee. Brown sugar, caramel, powdered sugar, bakery dough, sugared musk, and bottom notes of sweet woods. I think it was Lisa who commented on my post saying that this is pronounced Bakery in Lee, not Bakery in Lease, which is what I thought. So thank you for clarifying that for me. I read the notes. So yeah, Tiffany also said that this is her favorite blend ever of life. Her favorite. I mean, that has got to count for something. Absolutely love it. I knew that I would love this one because it's all of these sweet sugary notes with musk and woods. And I remember in the description for the scent, she said that it was more of a sensual bakery, more of a body care-esque bakery because of the musk. not a super heavy bakery, bacon in the kitchen type of vibe. And that's exactly what it is. This to me is, it is that perfect like bakery dough with the brown sugar. You smell that like almost toasted brown sugar. It's very heavy, very nice. But then there's this underlay of a musk and a little bit of that woods in the background. So it smells like if the brown sugar, caramel, powdered sugar, and bakery dough were turned into a perfume. It kind of smells like, I'm trying to find a perfume or a body care that I can compare this to, but it is really unique. But yeah, it is almost like a sensual body care bakery. I really, really love this. This is right up my alley. I would wear this. I will melt this all over the house. This is definitely open concept and small room doable. Did that make, was that English? It definitely would work in a small room or open concept. So I did end up getting a tub in this. This was also one of my wife's favorites and one of my favorites of the pre-order. It's just so good. It's so good. It is that delicious bakery, but then you get that undertone of the musk and woods, and it's just so, so nice. Very upscale. This one is sugared chestnuts and apple butter. So this is apple butter, brown sugar, toasted chestnuts, clove, and notes of spice. I love apple, but if you have watched any of my videos, I feel like I say it every time, my wife is an apple hater. And so I am very hesitant with apples. There are certain ones that we've found that she really likes. She likes apple fritters. She likes apple cider donut. She even likes apple cinnamon. It's that she doesn't like fresh apple. So this one is one that everyone, and I mean everyone who I keep up with, and even just like people on the Facebook page and stuff, have raved about this. Everyone has raved about this sugared chestnuts and apple butter. I had to know. I had to give it a try. And y'all were not lying. You guys were not lying. Everyone who is hyping this up, they are not lying. And here's what's really crazy. My wife smelled this. She said it is her favorite apple scent she's ever smelled. Her favorite apple scent she's ever smelled, and she said, get a tub. So I got a tub of this in the pre-order. It's because it's so sugared chestnuts dominant. It is such a nutty, like, it smells like a very, very nutty pie crust. There's almost a crusty note in it. But it's so deep and toasty and nutty, and then you get this hint of this just like baking apple. It's not a fresh apple, but it's not apple pie. It's just apples that are baking with like a sugared chestnut crust. Oh my God, it is so, so, so good. This is the perfect scent to melt for. I wish I would have had this for Thanksgiving, even though my mom was here, and we all know, also she's watching this, hey, that I gotta turn the wax off when my mom comes over. But I think that this would have really vibed well with all of the cooking smells and everything. So yeah, if you get a chance, even if you are an iffy person with apple, try this sugared chestnuts and apple butter. It is so good. This one is oak cider and woods, warm mulled cider, cedar, oak, vanilla, toasted marshmallows, pine cones, and smoked woods. All of those notes sound amazing. Cider notes can be, like, I like cider notes. I think it's just that it's really only something that I melt in the fall time, and it's a little more sporadic. But with the pine cones, the cedar, the oak, the vanilla, all the woods, I just knew that it would be good. And it is extremely good. And to me, it is definitely wood dominant. It almost smells like as if you are in a furniture shop. So where I grew up in the Pennsylvania area, I lived near Lancaster, Pennsylvania, where there is a huge Amish community, and Amish furniture stores, the furniture is crafted out of fresh wood, and anytime you go in there, it just smells like warm, fresh wood. And if you're in the fall time and there's also Like imagine you were in a place like that and you also smelled some fresh, warm cider brewing. This to me smells like drinking a warm cup of mulled cider with all the spices and walking around specifically an Amish furniture store, because I'm telling you, the materials used are so fresh and good, and it just smells like all of these woods. You would smell like cedar, oak, all of the different ones. So good, such a vibe. I also think that one could do well in any area of the house. Sugar chestnuts and apple butter I would definitely save for open concept, because it is, to me, it's a bakery scent. This one is Dracarys, warm cinnamon bark, fireside vanilla, vanilla balsam, cedarwood smoke, and hints of blackberry musk. Huge wild card for me, as I am not a blackberry fan unless it is blackberry jam butter cookies. But everyone talks this up, everyone hypes this up, everyone says it's so amazing, so I wanted to give it a try. I figured that if it really wasn't for me, it would be an easy de-stash. So it is interesting. I definitely don't dislike it. It almost smells to me like like what I imagine like Hagrid's hut, or not even, really more like Dumbledore's study. My wife and I have been watching the Harry Potter movies again, which I've actually seen and read Harry Potter so many times, it's actually kind of bizarre. There is this warmth to it. The cinnamon bark is definitely present, but it smells very natural. It's not a red hot cinnamon. It's not a candied cinnamon. It really is as if you're smelling like cinnamon bark. And the blackberry musk kind of just blends with that and adds a little bit of a fruitiness and a warmth, but it's not an offensive floral blackberry at all. It's definitely like a warm fruit. It's a very fall vibe. I smell a little bit of smoke. It almost smells like there's something that I can't place in it. It almost smells like there's a slight leather note maybe, but not in the way I'm really not a fan of leather most of the time. It just smells like you're sniffing a leather jacket, and it doesn't really do much for me. But this almost smells like as if it was like leather bound books in a really warm study, and there was like some fresh, whatever you call it when you actually warm cinnamon bark and stuff to make the air fragrant. It's giving that. It's very atmospheric. I do think that over time this will cure in a way that the cedarwood smoke, the balsam, and the fireside vanilla come out a lot more. I am really looking forward to how this transforms. On cold, I do think that there is strong potential for me to enjoy it. So I'm glad that I got this one. This one is Lavender Trees and Cream. I believe that this was created by two of my dear friends here on YouTube, Steph the Scented Gemini and Summer Michelle. If you don't, I know that if you're watching me, you watch them. So don't even worry. I know you're watching them, but I'm still gonna tag them below anyway. Because I absolutely love them. So Lavender Trees and Cream is a blend of fresh pine boughs, vanilla sugar waffle cone, rich vanilla buttercream, and Tiff's favorite lavender. So I've never tried the Tiff's favorite lavender before, so that was exciting for me. And anything with tree and lavender mixed together, I mean, say less. Ugh, this one is better than when I first smelled it. It is definitely lavender dominant right now. It is a very, very creamy lavender, almost a marshmallowy type of lavender. And that lavender to me on cold can almost come off a little soapy, but every time I put it in the warmer, it's good and it goes away, and it's just a very creamy lavender. I pick up on very little tree right now. It is just a hint in the background. This is one where I can tell immediately that this needs more cure time. Right now, like I said, it is very lavender dominant and I'm not getting a whole lot of tree in this one, but I just know that as time goes on, this is going to develop and the tree will come out more. So this one, I'm putting it aside. I will revisit it in a few months and see how it smells, but I'm glad that I got the souffle to try. This one, ooh, I guess I'm going for it and doing my favorite of the pre-order next, even though it's very early on. So this one is, I determined to be my favorite of this order that I got personally. This is Fall in Love. I have heard a lot of people talk about it, but I don't feel like it's getting the hype it completely deserves. So this one is warm autumn spices, fresh pumpkin rind, charred marshmallows, cedarwood, and pine trees. It's so good. I don't know. There's no bakery in here or even real sweetness except for the charred marshmallows, but this almost smells like that there is a pumpkin pecan waffles or something really like warm and gooey. I think it's the combination of the fresh pumpkin rind, the marshmallow, and the autumn spices. The way that those combine together, it almost smells like I guess it's like a pumpkin pie type of vibe, but like more along the lines of pumpkin pecan waffles. And then you have the cedarwood and the pine trees. This smells fresh. It's a delicious fresh tree without it being pine sol or a harsh cedar. It's a very, very fresh tree. And just the way that those autumn spices, pumpkin rind, and charred marshmallow notes are blending together, the sweetness of this is so present and so there. This smells like the perfect fall day where you are baking a pumpkin something. You got the windows open and the trees are coming in, and it is just, it's so delicious without being an overwhelmingly outdoorsy scent. To me, this smells like baking in the kitchen in the fall indoors and just a little bit of air coming in from outdoors. You're getting like a little hint of that. It's such a warm and inviting scent. Seriously, I can't rave about this one enough. This one is so, so good to me. I absolutely love it. Repurchased it in a tub. Really happy about that. Probably could have gotten a loaf, honestly, but I have so many things that a tub is more than fine. This one is Stay Spooky, sweet cream, pumpkin pie spices, warm pie crust, Palo Santo, and hints of smoky bonfire embers. Another really good one. Right now I'm mainly smelling the Palo Santo and the bonfire embers. I mean, I love a smoky scent. This is definitely smoke dominant to me right now. I smell a little bit of the pumpkin pie, but at the moment it is Palo Santo and bonfire ember heavy. I'm not mad about it, but I do know that as it cures, that pumpkin pie is gonna come out, and I think that this like heavy smoke juxtaposition with that creamy pumpkin is gonna be so stellar. I'm really happy about this one. I didn't repurchase it. I stuck with the souffle because, like I said, I feel like this is going to benefit from a really long cure time, and I want to give it a try after quite a few months and then maybe request it in the future if I really like it or look for it in a D-stash. This one is vintage. Cypress and fir needles, plum, fig leaves, cinnamon, and cedar with hints of smoldering woods. I really love these atmospheric blends. This one is very outdoorsy to me. That fig leaf is so prominent. If you've ever smelled the fig tree scent, I think it's Joe Malone. I don't know who, no. Whoever does the fig tree type, the scent, it smells very heavily of that to me right now. It is a very, very, very fresh, earthy scent. Smells to me like fresh, earthy fig and some definitely fir needles, but heavy, heavy on the fig leaf. Not smelling a whole lot of cinnamon. I do smell the tree at the bottom when I inhale, but this is definitely a fresh bark type of scent. Like, this is not trees in the air. This is not burning wood. This is not wood that you build with. This is not Christmas tree. To me, it is straight fig tree bark. It smells like hardcore bark. I do feel like that this is one, again, that needs to cure. I did not repurchase this one. I don't dislike it, but it is not my favorite right now because, like I said, I am smelling one note. I'm smelling that fig leaf note, and it is a very distinct, fresh bark type of smell. I just think this needs more cure time for the other notes to come out. I know I've heard a lot of people talk about it and really obsess over it, and I really think it's interesting how different people's noses pick up different scents, because right now I'm only getting that fig. Really looking forward to seeing how that comes alive as it cures. This one is Storybook Christmas. The smell of Christmas firs by the fireplace, cinnamon pine cones, crushed vanilla beans, and smoldering cedar wood. I really went for a lot of these Christmassy, fall, outdoorsy blends this time around because Tiffany does just excel with those scents. This is really good. It truly smells like straight out of Christmas morning. I know a lot of people have talked about Simply Christmas. I did not get that one. Probably should have. Storybook Christmas, though, is great. To me, it truly just captures Christmas. You are getting all of the scents. You're getting the Christmas tree. You're getting like the mistletoe type of fir vibe. You're getting the cinnamon. You're getting the wood. It smells like you have the fireplace lit. You have a real Christmas tree in your house. You got the pine cones on the tree, the cinnamon. It's just, it truly is, to me, it's just the epitome of Christmas Eve. It is it captures the memory of a nostalgic type of Christmas Eve. And I really, really like this one. It is one, though, that to me, this is like, you gotta melt it the week of Christmas. Like, going into Christmas, anticipating Christmas, having Christmas, and then being done with Christmas. That's what this scent is for. Really like that one. This is October Lane. Warm sugar cookies, pecan waffles, leaves, fireside marshmallows, and Palo Santo. Sorry, I'm checking the time. Okay, I'm good. October Lane. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. This is bakery, front and center. The sugar cookie note from Teddy B's, so good. The warm sugar cookie, so good. It really smells like realistic baking in the oven sugar cookies. I do get that nutty pecan waffle. The leaves in this really adds just something extra. It is an earthy leaf, but it still has a little bit of that slight like fall fruitiness that the leaves type can have. And then the Palo. I smell the Palo. It adds an extra little smokiness. Along with the fireside marshmallow. This one I'm really picking up on all of these notes on cold. The warm sugar cookies, the pecan waffles, the leaves, fireside marshmallows, and Palo Santo. This is heavy bakery first and foremost. And then it is fall and smoke. And I really, really like that. Compared to the Stay Spooky, which is the other kind of Palo bakery, I definitely am right now preferring October Lane. It is much more warm. The leaves really warms it up. The sugar cookie really warms it up. Really, really good scent. I can't remember if I got more of this. I'm thinking I actually didn't, which is unfortunate, but again, I have so much. We're all good. This one is Old World Apothecary. I feel like this is the one that I've seen people talking about the most. Like, this one and another one that I'll show you, absolutely raving about. This is dark cypress, fallen leaves, charred firewood, mulled citrus, amber, fallen snow, balsam, hints of warm spice, and vanilla. Old World Apothecary. It is good, but you know, I get a camphor note almost. It almost is giving a little bit of like a Vicks to me in a way, but I don't know why. I don't know where that would be coming from. But you know what? It does smell good. I'm getting more of the amber in this, which is really warming it up. As I smell it more, I'm smelling the other notes. Cypress. Cypress is a different type of fresh tree. I do get that. I get a little bit of the mulled citrus. You know, this to me, I read a lot. I have a booktube channel and I have not posted on it in 7 months and I want to start back up. So if you would watch book videos, let me know if I should put them, like if I should I just combine these channels? I don't know. Anyway, Old World Apothecary. It reminds me of what I imagine melting. So I read this book series, Once Upon a Broken Heart and Caraval, 2 trilogies, interconnected trilogies. And they live in this kingdom, in this magical world, and there are all these little shops and things, and there is a full-blown apothecary, but there's also just little shops in this kingdom. And I imagine that this is what one of those little kind of magical shops in a fantasy book would smell like. That is what I'm getting from this. Totally like vibe scent, atmospheric scent. I think that this is going to be so amazing if I let it sit for a year, let all those notes come out, and then next fall I melt this while I'm reading like some fall fantasy books. Oh my god, it's gonna be a whole moment. So that one it's different, it's unique. I'm here for it. This one is Jon Snow. So this was my second wild card. This is Palo Santo, flannel sheets, creamy vanilla, and mint. So many of my friends rave about this. Ashley raves about this. Jay raves about this. People love this scent. I am very iffy with mint. It truly goes either way. But House of Dragons, that was a scent that I was very nervous about because of the mint. And it was just done so tastefully in that scent that I was like, you know, I feel comfortable trying this because Teddy B's mint has done me right. Did I show this? If not, here she is. Right? See, I really like this. This surprised me. I like it way more than I thought. Now, it's interesting, again, how everybody's nose picks up something different. To a lot of people, I've seen them say this is, to them, it's heavy on the laundry because of the flannel. I mean, I do get that note. I see what you're saying, especially on the bottom, but it's not like a laundry detergent by any means. It's kind of just like a freshly cleaned shirt or something, but I get the Palo and the mint as well, and it makes it this like, it smells like a clean but slightly masculine, warm cologne. Very tasteful cologne, not an Axe body spray. This is really good. To me, it's not screaming laundry. It's screaming more clean dressed person in the winter with some cologne. I don't know. It's really nice, and it's unique. It's so different, and I really like it. If you like subtly masculine, clean but not aqua di gio, like not that type of clean, not like aquatic clean, like genuinely just a freshly washed and dried shirt, and then a little bit of the vanilla and mint. Really unique scent, really enjoyable. I'm here for it. I'm happy that I got it. I think I did get another souffle of that one, so Great wild card. This is the Vanillas. This is a new blend with Teddy Bees. When I saw this, I knew that I was going to love it. I knew I was gonna love it without even having to smell it because I am a vanilla girl to my core. To my core, if you were gonna tell me just what's your favorite scent? Not even wax, not even anything, just life. Like, what's your favorite scent? Vanilla. I'm basic, I don't care. I love vanilla. This is sensual vanilla, vanilla custard, ambrette, sandalwood, sugar crystals, sensual musk, hints of elegant florals, pralines, and pink pepper. I knew that this was just going to be an elevated, luxurious vanilla. I really didn't show it for that long, sorry. I knew it was going to be that. And boy, was I right. This is the best. This is so good. Such a good, luxurious, elevated vanilla. Very familiar to another scent, body care or otherwise, but this is just an, imagine just an elevated, luxurious, musky, feminine vanilla. The slight floral and praline and pink pepper, they just bring out the notes that are naturally in a vanilla that aren't just heavy gourmand. I just really love this. This is one, I would douse this all over my body if it was in body care. So good. It's such a rich, luxurious, high-end, classy vanilla. Expensive, mature. Love it. Absolutely repurchase that one. I keep thinking it's so much later than it is. Sorry, I keep checking my clock. This one is Milk Cookies and Christmas, creamy vanilla, powdered sugar, sweet milk, buttery cookie dough, warm spices, sweet spruce, cinnamon, and clove. Milk Cookies and Christmas. So I have Christmas cookies. I have been melting that scent. And this one is different. It is slightly different from Christmas cookies. This one is definitely way heavier on the milk and cookies. This is bakery first with a little bit of Christmas tree in the background. Christmas cookies is Christmas first with cookies in the background, if that makes sense. Oh, this is so good. I really smell the buttery cookie dough. There is a buttery note to this that's really nice. Really, really good bakery with just this like little hint of spruce. Really enjoyable. If you got Christmas cookies because you wanted a heavier cookie scent with a little Christmas and you felt like that was too much for you, Milk Cookies and Christmas is probably more along the lines of what you're looking for. I can't remember if I repurchased this. I don't think that I did because I have a tub of Christmas cookies unopened and I like that one just as much. So really, really good though. If you're looking for heavy cookie, slight Christmas, I think that one is the vibe. This one is Witches Be Crazy for strawberry pretzels, birthday cake, pecan waffles, sugar cookie dough, a pinch of cinnamon spiced vanilla, strawberry pound cake, strawberry frosting, and soft pretzels. I've had the plain Witches Be Crazy. I've had Witches Be Crazy for cupcakes at Tiffany's. Witches Be Crazy is a great warm bakery blend. It's very strong. This is just that with strawberry pretzel. This is the only scent that I'm really not a fan of in this whole order. It actually has gotten better. When I first smelled this, all I could smell was buttery hot pretzel with strawberry, and it was just not vibing for me. My wife really liked it, so I was like, have at it, it's all yours, because otherwise I genuinely would have destashed it. But as I smell it more, the Witches Be Crazy part of it is coming out more, and the strawberry pretzel part of it is toning down a little bit. It's just something about like the buttery hot pretzel sense that, especially mixed with fruit, can be a little nauseating to me. And at first it was having that effect. It is smelling better now. It's smelling more like the Witches Be Crazy bakery part. So that is that one. This one is Honeybee. I feel like she is just the most popular girl right now. Everyone loves Honeybee, and it's for a good reason. Christine from Christine's Scent Scene, I always watched her channel, but I didn't connect that she was the same person who I bought this mystery box from, and she threw in a good amount of this Honeybee from Teddy Bees. I became obsessed with it. I'm so happy that it was offered again. So this is sweet sugar cookies, honey nectar, sweet vanilla, and beach treats. Now, this is so, so good. It's sweet sugar cookies front and center. The honey nectar to me almost, if you ever have smelled that oil that is, it's like brown sugar and fig or like warm fig and vanilla, it's very similar to that. It's not like a honey brittle that almost smells floral. Nah, it is more like a warm, like brown sugar and fig. If you have ever had that scent, it is really similar. And then Beach Treats. Teddy B's Beach Treats is a very strong perfumey leaning Beach Treats. Often it's too much for me in a blend. The exceptions are Cozy Cookie Cake and this one. And this one, the Beach Treats, is even less present than it is in Cozy Cookie Cake. This is just a really, really rich sugar cookie with this element of this honey nectar that is giving this warmth and sweetness. Really, really good. It doesn't smell like real life honey or anything either. It is really its own thing. It is a warm bakery scent that is a little bit different, just a little bit something else than what we usually get. And the Beach Treats does make this a bit summery, so this one will be waiting to have her moment in the summer. I did get another tub of it, so happy to have that one. This is Pink Moon, Pink Sugar, Sweet Lavender, The Smell of Rain, Crushed Apple Blossoms, and Bruised Flowers. Somebody asked in the Facebook group to describe this one. And the way that I would describe it personally is it is sweet, feminine, and it is fruity and floral. So it almost reminds me of Pink Chiffon, if you've had the note Pink Chiffon. But if Pink Chiffon smelled real, like the bruised flower petals and crushed apple blossoms, that is a genuine, true, fresh floral scent. But the pink sugar and the sweet lavender and the rain mix with it and make it so that it still leans body care. It is an extremely girly, feminine, pretty scent. For me, it has all of the makings to be something that I love. Right now, I am getting pretty heavy, fresh floral notes, and it's almost leaning like springtime to me. I think that it will be really good in the bedrooms and bathrooms, and I think that it just needs time for the pink sugar and the lavender to come out even more. But right off the bat, this is definitely, it's not just like a fresh floral scent. There is first and foremost that fruity, sweet feminine body care mixed with the fresh flower kind of in it. A lot of people love this one. I'm excited to try it on warm for sure. This one is Autumnal Dream, Warm Cedar, Oak Trees, Dried Berries, Carrot, Vanilla Sandalwood, Balsam, Creamy Cardamom, Fresh Pine, and Gaiac Wood. So upon smelling this one, I immediately knew it was a dupe of Autumn Walk from Replica. I don't know if that's the intention for this, but it is what happened. It is definitely Autumn Walk. If you have had the scent Autumn Vibes from Swanky, that's their version of this dupe. It smells just like that. It's really, really good. The top is definitely like, I get that autumn vibes right off the bat. It's all of those fresh leaves, fresh tree, fresh everything. And then in the back, when I smell the bottom, I get more of the kind of smokiness, the cardamom, the sandalwood. It is a very, very realistic autumn outdoorsy scent, but there is that background of body care that really kind of helps it along and makes it not just smell like dried leaves. I know that I like that scent, so looking forward to melting this one. Battery is dying here, so should I try to get through more? No, I'm gonna charge the camera and I will be back with the rest. This next one, I think that this is my second favorite of the new scents. Is this new? It's my second favorite from the pre-order, I think. But this is the Watchers True Oud Wood, Warm Vanilla, Moss-Filled Oak Trees, Hints of Balsam and Fresh Air with a background of Fireside Marshmallows. Oh, so good. To me, this smells so similar to Marshmallow Woods from Westbury Candle Company, which is one of my favorite scents. Oh, it's so good. It is just the perfect tree scent. And then that warm vanilla sugar, not warm vanilla sugar, it just says warm vanilla, but warm vanilla and Fireside Marshmallow adds this delicious sweetness to it. And it is just the perfect sweet woodsy scent without it being bakery and tree. It's all these tree notes, but then with marshmallow and warm vanilla, and it just sweetens all of that tree up to like cut down on any harshness, and it's so, so nice. Really, really like that one. Last Souffle is another one that I've heard so many people talk about and say that it's their favorite and give it so much hype. This is also one of my wife's favorites. This was Little Shop on the Corner. Fresh cut spruce, black tea leaves, toasted fig, sweet pine cones, spiced winter fruits, vanilla, warm cedar, hints of nutmeg, and tonka bean. This is so good. To me, this smells like a realistic tea shop. It is really, really good. If you go into like an old school real tea shop where they have all of the different types of teas, all of the different types of leaves, it smells like all of those blends but warm. It's almost, it really like captures the vibe of walking outside on a cold day and opening the door to a warm tea shop and just smelling all of those teas. It's just a really, really, really pretty tea scent. And then the winter fruit and the cedar and the nutmeg, I feel like right now those are really kind of just in the background, giving just some oomph to those tea scents, because all of those can be found in different teas, you know? I do smell a little bit of the earthiness of the fig tree. Is it fig tree? Toasted fig. Yeah, because it's not super fresh tree. But yeah, this one is definitely like a vibe scent. It really does smell like an old tea shop. It's really, really pretty. I think that it'll be such an amazing bedroom bathroom scent. I have two more, and those are my forget-me-nots. The first one is a Very Teddy's Halloween, sweet lavender, creamy marshmallow, and vanilla pumpkin spice. Something about just lavender with scents that it seems like it shouldn't go with just does it for me every time. This is good. This is, right now this is very, very lavender dominant, but I do smell a little bit of that pumpkin pie spice. It's a really interesting combination of the two, and right now it's giving 50-50, which is really interesting. It just smells like a warm, soothing scent with just a little bit of something extra, like a little fall twist or something. I think that this is going to be a really good autumn bathroom scent. And last but certainly not least for my order, this is Christmas Macchiato, fresh pine, buttercream, vanilla waffle cone, espresso, and vanilla ice cream. This is so good. To me, this smells like the Christmas trees. It kind of smells like the milk cookies in Christmas, but if there wasn't cookies, like if it was just that really, really sweet, creamy tree. I think there is like a trees and cream scent. The one that I got with the lavender, if that didn't have the lavender in it, but instead had espresso, that's what this would be. It's so good, and it's not the first tree coffee scent that I've had. I've talked about Dream Warriors from that Smell Good shop a lot. Very similar to that. The way that they blend together is so beautiful and almost a little intoxicating. Like, it's a very deep, complex scent. Really enjoy it. And they somehow really just work together. They just really do. So that is everything. I will be coming back soon with my ready to ship, which includes some duplicates like I was talking about, and I got a bunch of either the new ones or ones that weren't offered in the pre-order. I also have a entire month of November empties that I am going to be filming ASAP and getting up, but I just wanted to get up this video first. I hope that you enjoyed watching. Let me know what your favorite was from this pre-order, what you think about any of these scents, or if there are any that you think that I missed out on, let me know. And I will chat with you in the comments as always. Subscribe if you like wax videos, and I will see you in my next one.